You said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right?
Turning it on! Lowers those pads. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines!
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy, because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Burrell. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Lowers it and runs through another one. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
This offense is so you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Pulls it, fire complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Running into the open space. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Spits it out to the back. He got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolverine. Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Trojans. He got loose, and it was lights out. That.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Paul. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now improvising. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Flanagan. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Suddenly Big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run to the right. Running to Green. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Wolverines are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense. Throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extending a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Behind his tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's going to take off. Oh, the ball squirts out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Turning it on! He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 3:47 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running it to the right. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And he's dragged down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Takes a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on.
He'll take a shot. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan is ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coached.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, ball's out. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to... lead on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Going to run it. It's Casey. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He makes a grab. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
This time he's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hauls it in. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And the deficit is still huge after the missed field goal, down by 23. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll take a deep shot here. Wide open, he makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB. Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They just keep firing. Moves away as he feels pressure. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Looking for a deep man. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that intercept?
Got some room to run. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown that starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Burrell. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's out of bounds, well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Across the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll toss it to the left. Shakes off the defender. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's looking to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolverines. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. The Trojans decide to punt it away.
Just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah.